Where's Blanky? Where's Blanky? Yeah. Teddy? Blanky? Blanky Teddy? Who do you love more?
So you live in
Both of them. Yeah, you can't decide, can you?
You should see it through someone else's side. Another cipher to break.
She was just giggling.
While the grass grows underneath my feet. Been running out of time for so long. Hello, 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 Leah. Now I'm running out of so long. Hello, 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 Leah.
Alright, welcome back to another month of Elliott Adventures, and I think this is possibly our most favorite month of the entire year, and that is July. Elliott is now a whopping 19 months old, and this month we're going to travel all across the state to visit family and friends and celebrate the 4th of July. So without further ado, let's get into it. We're doing our yoga. Doing our beach yoga. Before we could get started on our big road trip up north, we had to pack up the car. Second trip up to Three Lakes for 4th of July. What do you think? Are you ready to start packing? Are you going to help Dad get all of this stuff into here? I quickly found that the best way to keep Elliott entertained and contained was to keep him in the front seat of the Jeep while we were packing up. He started to get a little bit unhappy, so we went for a quick trip to the park on the bike trailer. Alright, are we happy now? Ready to go to the park? First, we gotta put that helmet on, otherwise Mom's gonna be real mad. So once we got everything all packed up in the car, we headed on out, but any road trip wouldn't be complete without a quick stop for lunch.
Say hi.
Where does every vacation start, Elliott? At Culver's. Ready to go on summer vacation up north, Elliott?
Yeah. How's those french fries?
Daddy.
Yeah, and there's a plane, isn't there? Uh-oh.
Daddy.
It's got trash blowing.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Airplane.
You having fun? We having fun? We just had to Culver's custard. Pit stop. Yeah. Gotta use your Scoopy token. It's a good thing about having a kid. You can get a kid's meal and we can steal his ice cream, right? Our first stop was to see Papa Rick and Grandma Lori in Three Lakes. And as an added bonus, this time we got to hang out with Marilyn for the day.
Oh, say thank you. Oh, you're so nice. You are so nice.
Oh, and we don't really leave the house without Thomas anymore, so of course he had to come along.
Are you pushing Marilyn? Should we pull her backwards? Oh, you can turn her. Good job. Buddy, you guys are the best of friends.
And after seeing my dad and Lori for a night, we headed over to the extended family gathering over on Rangeline. And clearly it was hot this year. Everyone was in the water, including the dogs and the babies. So we got to spend pretty much every waking hour from sunup to sundown out at the lake. Also, Katie and Kyle came to visit from Colorado. They drove all the way out to see the family.
You share, buddy. Hi, Del. What do we think, Elliott?
I think Elliott and Del had a really great time being introduced to the lake.
Mama Dada. Are we one person, buddy? Mama Dada. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're so giving, Del. Thank you.
Good watermelon.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, you know it's a good vacation when you get to walk around in your Crocs all day. And the trip wouldn't be complete without a great fireworks display at dusk. And unfortunately, Elliott did not sleep through the fireworks this year. All good vacations must come to an end, so we had to pack up the car, head home, and head back to work and daycare on Monday morning.
Are we going to daycare?
Going back to daycare after several months off.
You're gonna love it, bud.
Yeah, he's gonna love it. Not at first, but he will after the day.
Well, we just dropped Elliott off at daycare, and as expected, he screamed. So we're gonna wait to hear from them, and hopefully he's calmed down and doing good soon once he gets breakfast.
Elliott had a bit of a rough day, and we also had to go back to work, which is pretty sad too. But luckily we are still working from home, which wasn't so bad. So now that we're back at home, we're back to our normal routine again. It's been pretty hot these days, so Elliott gets to run around half naked most of the time.
And you're just gonna roll in it. What are you doing?
Hi.
Elliott's up and running down the path every chance he can get. And it was all time to do some summer cleaning. We started putting away some of Elliott's old baby toys, one of which was the jumper. But before we got to put it away, he had to have one last jump in it.
Elliott, have you officially grown out of your jumper now? Is this a sad day? Oh, jeez, you crazy kid.
Yeah, look at him. It's just going around and around.
Oh, buddy, I remember the day when we first put you in there and your little feet couldn't even touch the floor.
What do we think, buddy? Not so sure about it. We got the feet on the ground, kinda.
Hard to believe his head barely reached above the top just a few months ago. And of course, our evening traditions of walking down the path at sunset continued. You see that raspberry on his forehead? Yeah, that probably came from falling in the driveway and probably under my supervision.
Having fun? Out for an evening walk?
And sometimes he even thinks he's a bird. And we also got a chance to use the kayaks around our area. We went kayaking around Wind Lake for an afternoon where we hung out at the sandbar, had a snack.
I'm thirsty, guys. I've been paddling so hard. Elliott, is this the life?
Is it Mama?
Hi, buddy. Are you gonna take a morning nap? Something tells me this is gonna happen. Okay. Dad looks so tan in it.
He also mastered getting on and off Thomas this month.
Oh, gonna get off? Careful. Look at you. Good job.
And as you can see, he's pretty proud of it.
Need some water?
He also continued to enjoy afternoon jam sessions with Mom.
You dancing to our favorite song?
And lots of trips to the park.
1, 2, 3.
And riding on the swings never gets old. He also learned to eat new foods like pesto with the help of Teddy.
Pesto looks really nice in your hair, Elliott. And your
So by the end of the month, I think we had just about enough time at home, so it was back up north for some camping and some time with family and friends again. And just like our first trip in July, we had to start out our road trip with lunch at Qdoba. And due to COVID, we couldn't eat inside, so we had a nice little picnic right on the side of the road. And I think Elliott loved it.
distracted by the big trucks.
So our first stop on this road trip was to an Airbnb in Pelican Lake with Laura, John, Jacob, and Callie.
Pretty fun, isn't it? Oh, careful.
And we hadn't seen a lot of friends due to COVID, so it was really great to hang out with them and also hang out with Callie and Jacob. I think Elliott had a really great time hanging out by the lake, floating around on the floaty pad, and also going on lots of boat trips around the lake.
What do you think?
No wind, just perfect.
Someone looks a little melancholy. He's like, let's get going, guys. We have enough kayak videos. Why'd you do that?
Because
Yeah, you want it back on so you don't get
And
sunburned?
since we can't spend all of our time out on the lake, we headed out to a local park in Rhinelander where they also had a train museum.
Can we find a park in the North Woods? Just for you? And Rhinelander? Yeah?
there's no hodangs around.
Said, there's my Teddy. He'll scare him off.
And And also one thing we didn't catch on camera, Elliott may or may not have fallen in the lake off the pier, but luckily he was within arm's reach of both Jamie and I, so overall okay. After spending a few days with John and Laura, we headed up to Franklin Lake Campground in the National Forest. And this was the first time we'd stayed at this campground, but we've since fallen in love with it.
Look at how clear that water is.
Wow, buddy.
It's got a beautiful sandy beach and some of the clearest water you'll find. This was Elliott's first time sleeping in a tent and the first time sleeping in the same room as us in a long time, so needless to say, we woke up with a great alarm clock every morning.
Hey, Elliott. Elliott. Hi.
Most of the week was spent exploring the campground and hanging out with our friends over on nearby Butternut Lake.
What are you saying, buddy? What? What are you guys doing? Oh, you're so funny. It's like perfectly timed. You are so funny. Oh, you're not doing it. You got distracted by something.
There's a car.
No, I think it's all those hummingbirds. There's like dozens of the hummingbirds going to that feeder.
We even got to fit in some sunset boat rides with Papa Rick. We woke up early on our last morning there, had a great breakfast, and went for a hike.
Should we go? Ooh, it's pretty. So clear.
And we of course had to stop and play in the sand one last time.
Yeah, that's so fun.
So overall, a pretty busy month. We always love traveling up north to hang out with family and friends, and July is definitely my favorite month of the year. So we hope you enjoyed month 19 of Elliott's adventure. We'll see you next month.
Elliott, what are you doing? Are you sitting in the pool with Dad?
He made me do it.
Did Dad put a swim diaper on? Be out at the park. Yeah, somebody wouldn't get out of the car without bringing Teddy, right? You got Teddy? Oh no, pick up Teddy. Another beer garden for you. First one this summer. Yeah, we got the cars, we got Dad,
Yep.
and the picnic blanket, and the food menus.
And the lake.
Yeah, you having fun? Yeah, of course. Got to go on the beach. Oh, dance, dance, dance. That's good. Don't fall down the hill, please. Are you ever gonna stop? Buddy! Uh-oh. Oh my goodness, you're gonna fall.